to some things of the things, child. We got some stuff to talk about today, honey. We got some stuff to talk about. Hit that like button if you are new here. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We have a great time over here. You meant what you said when you said it. Really be expected, because I'll be understanding y'all sometimes. And when y'all know when I say y'all, you know I ain't talking about y'all. You know what I'm talking about y'all. Makes me that all these people that got something to say have been actively involved in the political process in their world. I don't believe it. You ain't gonna convince me. I know y'all love me. Oh, let me move over so y'all can see the tree. Let me move over. Can y'all see? Oh, y'all can see. There you go. See? Hey! Happy Sunday, everybody. I hope you guys are having a great Sunday. Oh well. I have been very productive today, and I'm very proud of myself. Oh, this orange is a little too orange. My gosh, look at my lips. That's a little too orange. I'm a little orangey. Anyway, this isn't one of my favorite colors, but I feel like it's something weird going on with my lip. Anyway, we're here. So I feel like I had a very productive Sunday. Let me say hi to the people and we're gonna get into it. You know what? I'm not doing this with you. It does look like it's leaning a little bit, don't it? It does. I think that's just no, it's leaning. It's leaning. Hey, Harviana! You caught alive? Yes, come on in here. I don't want to cuss at you, but you know what I was gonna say to you. Come on in here, boo. It was another word that starts with a B, but we're gonna say boo. What's up? So let me go scroll up. Let me say hi to the people. It is Juvia's place, but this is just a little bright. This color is too bright for me. And my lip looks like it's doing something weird. I don't know what's going on with this thing. I'm gonna take this off. I don't like the way it looks. Let me say hi to the people. Okay. Fedora. Hey, Fedora, the first one in the room. What's up, Sweet Pea, Little Miss Introvert, Rock Chick? I can't wait to meet both of you guys. Hey, Karay. What's up, Lexi? Hey, Boo. Papo. Hey, you doing? Hey, B-Lou. B-Lo. CC, what's going on? Chuck said, hey, everybody. Hope everybody had a great Sunday. It's Antarctica. Oh, Antarctica. Lord, I can't read. In Louisville today, but we'll be back in the 30s tomorrow, in the 50s by Thursday. This area needs a satina injection. Okay. Well, all right. So they talking about the weather, child. What's up, Alexis? CC. Auntie Eva, what's going on? Nisa. Marilyn. Travel Girl. Karen. We keep scrolling. Hey, T on me. I have you on my list for the candle making activity. I'm not putting you on the spot. I just want to make sure I don't have you. Did you send me the money? Because if you did, I don't have it marked. So I just want to make sure I check it off. Just let me know, okay? I was gonna call you later on this week, but since I saw you, I said, hey, Kawali, thanks for becoming a member or renewing your membership. What's up, Complex? What's up, Cajun? Majani. Brown Mama said, Kimora said, I will either get you on the back end or through the kids. Her last husband helped her accomplish what she wanted from Russell, and then he went to jail. Brandon, what's up? Half Pin, hey, boo. KDK, what's going on, y'all? Everybody coming on in. Chanel, Des Hop. You multitasking? Okay, boo. Tawana, hey, my love. Rainy Bow. Hey, Just Sweet. What's going on? All right, we almost at the bottom. Hey, Don. Dorothy Carter. Everything's going well. Okay, Brown Mama said, I'm sorry, but Ray J needs to go have several seats. The man will do anything to stay in public eye. And for what? Because I'm done with him and his antics. Sir, go raise your kids. Ooh, all right. Okay, then. It is a Christmas tree. What's up, Toby? Not another year the Charlie Brown tree. At this point, I'm never getting rid of the tree. See? My trans, what's going on? Miss Jocelyn. Lord, I thought we was almost at the bottom of this list. What's it say? Sexiest crackhead alive. What's up, crackhead Willie? Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay, got you. Okay, see, I have y'all as two separate. Got it. I'll fix it when I get off here. Thank you for letting me know, because I saw Miss French Kids, and I don't know why I have you down twice. All right, I'll fix it. I can't wait to meet you guys, though. I'm so excited. Miss Key, what's up, Miss Kiki? All right, we almost done. Symmetry, because y'all are just talking in the chat, child. Lauren. All right, we're at the bottom of the list. If I missed you, charge it to my head, not my heart. Y'all come on in. Let's get this party started real quick. We already got 150 people in the room. So y'all know what that means when we hit 150 people and Don is here. What we get ready to do?
I said close them doors. Close the doors. Close the doors. Close the doors.
Because I did not like that color. I don't know, my lip. It made my lip look weird. To me, it did. I don't know what it looked like to y'all, but it looked weird. All right. Let's get into it. So Don has closed the door, so y'all know what that means. It is time to get this party started. As you guys know, the collection plate is always being passed. However, right now we are taking up donations for our Christmas dinners that we will be sending out. We will be sending out Christmas dinners to people, to families in our community. You guys sent me a name. I dropped the Google link, and I'll drop the Google link again before we get out of here. People that in your, neighborhood, neighbors, family members, co-workers, that that this Christmas is just a rough time for them. For whatever reason. Maybe they, life just be lifing sometime. We are going to do the same thing we did for Thanksgiving. We're going to try to send out as many Christmas dinners as we can. We will be ordering them. They'll be delivered to the people's home. Thank you. And the dinners will include a dinner roll, some sort of bread, dinner rolls, a meat. So it'll be either a chicken, a ham, or something along those lines, or turkey breast. Remember, they had the turkey breast they were doing at Thanksgiving. It won't be a whole turkey. A starch, a vegetable, a dessert, and a case of water. That is what will be sent. So, again, I will drop the link before we get out of here. And again, if you would like to send a donation to go towards that, you guys can Cash App it, Zelle, PayPal it. Okay? And for those who have already sent donations, thank you so much. I'm going to start ordering the dinners tomorrow, actually, because I am going to be out of town this weekend. So I'm going to order as many as I can between today, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, because I will be out of town Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And I won't be getting back till late Sunday night. So on Monday, whatever is left, I will make sure I'll order no later than Monday. I wanted to make sure that the dinners arrive no later than Christmas Eve. So I can send them now, so they'll go ahead. All right. With that being said, let's get into the things. You just got back from the Bears game. Girl, I know you cold. Was it a good game? Did the Bears win? All right. Let's get into it. My team won. We broke an 8-game losing streak to the Giants. What you gonna do? Really, I was trying to avoid sending money to the wrong person. I'll just Cash App you, but screenshot you to verify. Okay. Okay. Thank you. They won, yes, and it was freezing, child. This the game that Treese wanted us to go to. Shade in the City. Treese, she's a Giants fan, and she was like, "Really, we can go up to New Jersey like we did last year, because last year me and her went to the game up in New Jersey." And I saw the date. I said, December the 14th. I said, absolutely not. I said, I am not setting myself up to be the Butterball turkeys are 5 for 5. Oh, okay. I'm going to have to check that out. Thank you, CC. I said, absolutely not. I will not be set up to go be sitting in nobody's stadium in December in New Jersey. And look, it had snowed and everything last night. I'd have been freezing out there. All right. Yes, we are claiming that, KDK. Claiming it. So look, y'all, let's get into a few of the things, honey, because a cat. What? Lord, my mama is so special. Anyway, she's talking about something. It's almost Christmas, and I don't know what to get anybody. Child, let's get into this. I'm not fooling with my mama. I sent my mama a whole list. So she ain't talking to me. She ain't talking to me. You broke your winning streak. Oh no. Oh Lord. Okay. Well, let's get into it. So shouts out to Patti LaBelle and congratulations to Patti LaBelle. Y'all, all of y'all that have an iPhone and did the update, I really hate how they did the pictures. Is there a way somebody who's good with the iPhone, y'all show me how to do this so I can get my pictures back the way I like them. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like the way you have to save the screenshot now. I don't like this. Maybe it's me, y'all. I'm an old lady. All right. But shouts out to Patti LaBelle. She has opened up the first ever totally free hospital. And it says it just opened, America's first 100% free homeless hospital. And according to Patti LaBelle said, this is the legacy that she wants to leave behind. She said there was no fanfare, no ribbon cutting, just open doors at 5 a.m. Patti LaBelle stood in the chill of dawn and unlocked the LaBelle Sanctuary Medical Center, a 250-bed, zero-cost hospital built exclusively for America's homeless, the first of its kind in U.S. history. There are cancer wards, trauma operating rooms, mental health wings, addiction detox, and dental suites, 120 permanent apartments on the upper floors. Wow. I saw this, but I didn't see a lot of people picking it up, right? But then when I saw it on Tina Knowles, Beyonce's mama, when I saw it on her Instagram, her verified Instagram, I said, well, it must be true. Because see, nowadays you have to be so careful about AI and stuff like that. But when I saw it posted on Tina Knowles, I said, well, I'm assuming it's true. But it sounds like she didn't want a lot of fanfare. She just wanted to do it. She just wanted to do it for the people. So shouts out to her. Congratulations to her. And I'm hoping that it's real. I'm hoping this is a real story. And I'm hoping that it will help a whole lot of people. This sounds like a great endeavor. So shouts out to her. Not shout out to it's not real, it's AI spam. Oh man. Okay, well, thank you. It's not real, y'all. I will see. That's why, because I saw this last week, but nobody else picked it up. All right. Thank you for letting me know that it was spam, honey. Sorry about that, y'all. Delete. Sorry about that. Okay. Well, this is not spam. Yeah, Don. Yeah. But it sounds great. Anyway, you said I updated the iOS 26 as a way to go back to the old screenshots. I have a video, found it on Facebook, did it anywhere. Okay, it'll probably be one on TikTok. I'll look on TikTok. Because I really don't like when you take a screenshot and you got to tell it where to go. I don't like all of that. Just take my damn screenshot and keep it moving. All right. According to the word on the curb is, well, I don't want to undo the whole update because some of the stuff in the update I like. I just don't like the picture. Some of the other stuff I kind of like. I just don't like the way but it's got to be a way to updo it, to undo it, I guess. Okay. NeNe Leakes is set to return to Bravo. They said that talks are during BravoCon. They announced that they're going to be doing Real House. They're going to be doing the ultimate road trip, and it says that NeNe Leakes is in talks to join the cast of the Ultimate Road Trip, which allegedly is also going to be having Giselle and Monique Samuels. Allegedly. So, what up, Markel? You're just going to have to get used to the new photo setup we all did. No, I'm going back. You know what I'm talking about, Markel? Like when you take a screenshot and then you got to tell it where to go. I'll be having time for all of that. Just let me take my screenshot. And if I need to move it, I'll move it. You just go somewhere, Markel. Go handle your husband, who you clearly cannot. Okay? You clearly cannot handle your husband. If you scroll down to your gallery, you should see your folders like screenshots, etc. I know where to find my... I don't think y'all understand what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. So like this right here, right? When I want to take a screenshot, you see how I got to tell it where to go? Why I got to do all of that? Just put my picture in there. Just so now I got to tell it, oh, save to photos. Why I got to do that? I think the road trip will be a good idea. It'll be different. It'll be a different thing. And I definitely think this is a great way to bring NeNe back in the Bravo sphere. But I don't want to hit the check mark, Markel. That's a lot to do. That's too much. All these extra steps. The Giselle and Monique, this is going to feel forced and not organic. I don't think so. I think they've had a season to film together. So I don't think it'll be too forced. You don't have to tell it, just close it out. It automatically saves. Thank you, Florida T-Bird. See, that's the kind of help I need, Markel. Not what you said, okay? I need the kind of help that Florida T-Bird is giving me. Now, thank you. Moving right along. And I guess I owe an apology to all the people that I said NeNe ain't never going to be back on Bravo. However, the caveat is they settled that lawsuit. And it didn't go all the way to trial. They settled it behind closed doors. And I'm sure that part of the settlement left a door open, a pathway open for her to get back on Bravo. I'm sure. Because we saw she's been doing stuff with NBC Universal, doing the red carpet. You know, we've seen NeNe here and there. And so I feel like whatever the settlement was left a back door open for this. So do I think swipe up on the screen and it'll say, thank you, Nibba. See how y'all are helpful and Markel is not. I wish Housewives was like Menudo. After the 6th season, you get on the veteran shows and all the franchise shows. That's my thoughts. Really, but you can swipe to left. Thank you. I appreciate everybody that's helping me out. Yeah, I don't know if she'll ever be on Housewives again. I just really think that ship has sailed. I really do. And I agree with you about like the Menudo thing. Because I told y'all, I think that's what they need to do with Married to Medicine. It is absolutely time for Married to Medicine to go. It is absolutely time. They have not the show. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say like that. Not the show. But the vets, they just need to go. When there's nothing left to... The purpose of these shows is to show us who you are and show us your lifestyle. When there's nothing left to show, when you have showed all you can show, it's time to move on to something else. Now, I like the fact that they're doing these other shows, the Love Hotels. I'm not interested in Love Hotel, but Love Hotels and the road trips of it all and stuff like that. I'm glad they're doing those types of shows because I feel like those are the kinds of things they need to do. But the Dr. Jackies, the Dr. Simones, there's just nothing there to give us. Once again, from the previews for the season or maybe tonight's episode, once again, it looks like Dr. Simone's storyline are her sons. And it's because she has nothing left to give. And that's not in a bad way. I just think it was the same thing I said about Candy. I know a lot of people were like, Candy doesn't do anything. But when you really break down everything that Candy has given to Housewives, Candy probably has shared more than most people when it comes to Housewives. And at a certain point, there's just nothing left to give. Okay, wait a minute. Go to general, screen capture, toggle off, full screen preview. That's it. Wait. Hold on. I'm doing that right now. Go to general. Hold on. Thank you, boo. Hold on. I'm doing that right now. Go to general. Okay. I'm doing that right now. Let me go back to the beginning. Okay. Go to general. Screen capture. Right here. Screen capture. Toggle off. Turn that off. Thank you so much. See how I appreciate y'all. Let me see. Bam! It worked. See? That's why I F's with y'all. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, boo. Thank you so much. It's just how I need it now. All right. Cecil seems lazy, just like those sons. They should be embarrassed. Ooh. Candy sort of writing on the wall. I can see my way out and said, "Oh, you telling me when to leave?" Yeah, leave when you're on top. So I don't think NeNe needs to come back. I'm gonna be honest with you. I honestly wish that NeNe had stuck with her podcast. Because I think she could have gotten better. I think she could have gotten better with it. I mean, it wasn't great. But I feel like with a little bit of training, a little bit of help, some great production, she could have got better. And NeNe is good. She makes for good TV. I just don't think if Housewives is the place anymore. But anyway, so there's that. Okay. So we'll be on the lookout for that. We'll see if that's coming or not. Okay, we'll see if that's coming or not. All right, hold on. Let me scroll through here. Oh Lord, oh my. Okay, delete that picture. Okay, let me scroll. I need to delete some pictures. That's what I need to do. Good Lord, I need to delete some pictures. Okay. So today, Ray J made a video, and I don't have a whole lot more details. I just don't. But Ray J made a video today with the caption. He was. This is what he looked like. That's what he looked like. And the caption reads the following. Ray J says, "Things got bad for me. I just need shelter and a little help. I know there's still good people out in this world. I promise I will repay you. Please, I'm in Tampa now, trying to get back to Los Angeles before Christmas to spend time with my family and kids. I'm in a cream jumpsuit with a little..." I'm in a cream jumpsuit with a red backpack. I'm at the Hard Rock Hotel at the moment. Can someone help me, please? Y'all, I don't a bit more believe that Ray J is broke than the man in the moon. I just don't. I do not believe that Ray J can't get home. I do not believe that Ray J is homeless, walking around, wandering the streets of Tampa. I don't believe it. Now, do I think that Ray J is tripping off of something? Yeah, maybe. Do I think that Ray J is attention seeking? I do. And he's talking about, I'm in a cream jumpsuit with a red backpack, sir. It's not funny, but it was funny when I was reading it. But you're right, it's not funny. He really needs help, y'all. Honestly. And I think he's just trying to get attention. I do not believe that Ray J is broke. Now, again, y'all know I don't try to get in people's pay. I don't try to get in people. Okay, what the hell? I'm sorry. Once again, trying to navigate one of these updates. Okay. Y'all know I don't try to get in nobody's business, but I just don't believe that Ray J is broke. I just don't. Let me see. Ray J net worth. And I know we can't go by what the net worth on the internet says, but let me just read y'all what it says Ray J's net worth is. According to Celebrity Net Worth, it says Ray J's net worth is $14 million, and this was as of November of 2025. Now, I know that is not 100% precise, but what I also know is if they say his net worth is 14 million, even if they off by a couple of million, he can get a plane ticket home. Now, he also went on to say, I'm going to just read y'all this. It says, Ray J calls Kim Kardashian and Kris Jenner a criminal enterprise and claims they tried to extort him and violated RICO. I'm going to read y'all what it says. Ray J is asking a judge to toss out Kim Kardashian and Kris Jenner's defamation lawsuit against him, and he's doubling down on his claim that the two are involved in racketeering activity. Ray J alleges that Kim and Kris worked with Vivid on what he describes as efforts to defraud the public with their fake lawsuit, leading up to the release of the infamous sex tape. He also claims the Kardashians committed credit card fraud against his family by running up an $850,000 bill. He further alleges that Kim and Kris defrauded him into signing an agreement that included a provision barring him from publicly mentioning the sex tape. He also claims they had lawyers attempt to extort him after he answered questions about the tape in June of 2024. In the filing, Ray J states, quote, "To me, Kim and Kris have repeatedly engaged in a criminal enterprise and racketeering activity violating RICO over and over again. I have no doubt about that." TMZ reports that he also referenced speaking with ChatGPT about RICO and claims that chatbot entrenched his belief that Kim and Kris are racketeers. Ray J additionally compared Kim and Kris to Sean Combs. Okay. Kim and Kris RICO violations are worse than any RICO violations that Diddy is accused of. Kim and Kris have repeatedly and obviously conducted racketeering activity for years, and no one has stopped them. Now, this is in his lawsuit. You know, this is his response to their lawsuit. So this is what he put in the lawsuit. Somebody go get Ray J. Again, do I think Ray J needs help? Yes. Do I think Ray J is broke? No. Now, maybe he can't walk into the ATM and pull out a couple of $1,000s. I don't know. Maybe somebody got a hold of his accounts. Maybe his accounts are frozen. I don't know. But I don't believe Ray J is broke. But I do believe he's in trouble. Okay? I do believe Ray J is in trouble. I do believe that. What's up, LaDonna Sutton? How you doing, boo? All right. Did y'all see Nicki Minaj going at the governor, Gavin Newsom? I'm not even going to read the things that Nicki Minaj said because they're so... Brandy was just in Tampa and in Jacksonville tonight. Right, so he's probably with her. I just don't believe... Listen, I don't believe that he's homeless and broke. I believe he wants attention, though. And I believe that he's going through some stuff. And I believe that maybe he needs to go into a good treatment facility. You feel me? A good treatment facility. So y'all want to add Ray J and Nicki Minaj to the list for 2026? Is that what y'all are proposing? Where's Abby? Abby is in charge of the list. If she's not here, we can't make no decisions about the list. We can't make no decisions about the list until Abby makes the decisions on the list. But y'all are nominated. Y'all, so the tribe is nominating Ray J and Nicki Minaj for 2026. I don't know. The Ray J, I can but the Nicki Minaj, let me tell y'all why. Because the way Gavin Newsom clapped back at Nicki Minaj is hilarious to me. So she was coming at him. She was making very anti-trans, homophobic comments and stuff like that, coming at Gavin Newsom. And I can't play Gavin Newsom's response because the video would get a copyright. But baby, why did Gavin Newsom play Meg Thee Stallion's song? Was it his? Is it his, the song in which she says, don't you just mad at Megan's Law? And then Gavin Newsom's video pointed out the fact that Nicki Minaj's husband is a registered offender in California. And if you Google his name, it comes up on the list. See, I don't know why these people keep messing with Gavin Newsom. I don't know who is in charge of Gavin Newsom's social media. I don't know who's in charge of his social media, but whoever is in charge of Gavin Newsom's social media is not getting paid enough. Because that shit, baby, the way, when I saw that response, the way I fell out, I said, I know he didn't. This can't be real. I said, this cannot be real. Baby. Because listen, that was a triple diss, actually. Because first you're going to play Meg Thee Stallion song that's dissing you. That's number one. So one, he brought in one of your ops to speak for him. Then he played the part that is speaking specifically about your husband. Then for the people who may not know, like the people who don't know who Nicki Minaj is or Kevin Petty and don't understand the significance, he showed you why. You could watch the video and see somebody type in Kevin Petty and see his name come up on the list. Baby, that thing was so genius. Like, that he's got 20-year-olds working in his office. Like, you have to know he has 20-year-olds working in his office. And the response was genius. The response was Kenneth Petty. I keep saying Kevin, my bad. Kenneth Petty. Ciao. Hilarious. So, Nikki, go sit down somewhere. And that's another one that needs some help. She needs to be on the list. Because she needs help, y'all. And I'm not even being fun. I'm serious. Her and Ray J need to go find a facility together. Because both of them need one. And I'm serious. All right, y'all. Shout out to the 279 people in the chat. Thank y'all for being here. If you're new here, please subscribe to the channel. Come on in and take a seat. We don't bite. Come on down to the front. It's a few seats left, okay? If you haven't hit that like button, I appreciate it. Can we get like 200 likes? I would appreciate that so much. So much. Wait a minute. Gavin Stafford said, I looked at my watch and I got time today. Right. Because, baby, I got time. Where was this? It was on, if you go to Gavin Newsom's social media, go to his Instagram. Because he posted it. Let me see. All right, hold on, let me see. Hold on. Lord have mercy. Okay. I know where I can find it. I can't play it because it's got, like I said, it's got Meg's music in it, but I'm trying to show y'all the video. Hold on. That's a little clip, but again, I can't. It'll play the song, and I don't want to get a copyright for Meg, child. Tracy must still be on vacation, child. Tracy been living her best life. Okay. Yeah, she's coming. Is she finishing up her cruise or on her way back or something? Hey, Andrew. Child. Okay, let's get back to what we had to talk about, honey. Nikki Maduris, aka Nikki Baby. She drags LiAngelo Ball to court and claims he makes over $600,000 a month while she struggles financially. So this is the story about Nikki Baby and LiAngelo Ball. And remember, she was pregnant. She's got 2 kids by him. She was pregnant with their second child when he decided to step out and having a whole affair, get another woman pregnant, and then marry her. And now that woman claims that he didn't abandon her, and he done went on a whole podcast saying he made a mistake and he want Nikki back and he want his family back. Well, it sounds like Nikki don't care because she took him to court for child support. So let me read y'all what it says. It says a bitter custody and support fight between former reality star Nikki Maduris and ex-basketball player LiAngelo Ball is now spilling into public view, with new court filings exposing stark financial contrasts and escalating demands. According to Us Weekly, Maduris revealed that Ball told her legal team he earned look at all these sixes, $666,000 per month. Her attorney argued in a single month, LiAngelo makes more than Nicole's entire net worth, including her cash, checking, investments, 50% equity in a Beverly Hills condominium, and her equity interest in a Rolls Royce. Child, no equity in no damn Rolls Royce, but let's keep going. Maduris, who shares 2 young children with Ball, reported limited income following pregnancy and childbirth, while listing monthly expenses totaling over $36,000. She is seeking appropriate child support and objected to Ball's request for extensive financial disclosures, including bank records and cosmetic procedures. That's funny. For those of you who watched Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, y'all know why that's funny. Because Nikki Baby, when she was on the show, bragged and boasted about how much plastic surgery she's had. And I'm sure she's had some in the last few years. So the fact that it is actually in the legal documents that they want to know how much she done spent on plastic surgery, that is hilarious to me. Sad, but hilarious. Child. Okay. It says that they'll be in court later this month to try to resolve this. I said Hollywood. I said Love and Hip Hop. Did I say Love and Hip Hop LA? I meant Hollywood. KJ, you know what the hell I'm talking about. But I thought I said Hollywood. Hollywood was in my head. Anyway. Let me say this. And this is why I keep telling y'all people. And when I say y'all people, you know I'm not talking about y'all. I'm talking about the other people. But this is why I keep telling y'all people, y'all can't keep going by the images that these people put on TV. Because Nikki made it seem like she was so rich and had so much money and she had so much going on. Now, do I think that she's putting everything in that paperwork? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I do not think she's putting everything in her paperwork about her financial situation. I think she's trying to make herself look as poor as possible to get as much money off of him as possible. Absolutely. And that's why her attorneys are fighting a full financial disclosure, because that'll dig deep and it'll really show where all the money is. However, it also shows that she don't have as much money as she pretended to have or proclaims to have. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you said Hollywood. Oh, okay. Because I was like, I thought I said Hollywood. Okay. All right. My bad. Thank you. Child, shut up, Andrea. She's asking why Really Be and Chef Don Don are such good friends. Neither one of them can remember their name, child. Be remembering these people's names. I'm blaming it on the perimenopause. I don't know what Don Don blaming it on. I'm blaming it on the perimenopause. Right. Her parents have money. So she's gonna be all right. Like Nikki ain't starving. Nikki ain't losing nothing. But how much is in her name and how much is actually hers? That's the question, right? That is the question. But anyway, so we'll keep y'all updated on that, honey. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. What the hell? Child. What is going on with my phone? Okay, here we go. All right. Real Housewives of Salt Lake City star Jen Shah has sued the Texas prison warden over confinement ahead of her release. Now, for those who don't know, Jen Shah came home, I believe, last Friday on the 10th, whatever day the 10th was. So that was last Wednesday, Tuesday. She was released. She is now home with her family. But she has filed... Where are my other glasses? Because this is not working for me. Where are my glasses? I held out as long as I could, child. Let me put these other glasses on. Oh, Jesus. We don't even have 200 likes. We got almost 300 people in the room. Can we get 200 likes, please? Please. All right. Now, let me read y'all what this says. It says, Jen Shah has filed a lawsuit against a Texas prison warden shortly before being released from federal custody. It's alleging that she was improperly confined despite earning a sentence reduction. In court filings, Shah said she has completed the Bureau of Prisons residential drug abuse program while incarcerated, which qualified her for a 12-month reduction to her sentence. The program consists of 9 months of highly regimented program, including daily treatment groups, individual counseling, written assignments, behavioral contracts, and strict compliance with program rules. Shah stated that she graduated from the program on August the 5th. According to Shah's petition, prison officials later attempted to rescind the sentence credit she earned through the program. Shah said she objected and demanded the credit be applied to her sentence. In response, the prison warden asked the court to dismiss her lawsuit, arguing it lacked legal standing and stating that Shah was scheduled to be released in August of 2026. On October the 3rd, Shah responded to the warden in court, claiming that she remained in custody due to the prison's inconsistent administration of its own policies. A judge had yet not ruled on the matter before Shah was released from the facility. A representative for the prison told Us Weekly, "We do not comment on pending litigation, matters that are subject to legal proceedings or ongoing investigations." Well, I'm going to be honest and say this. Listen, if the woman took the program and the purpose of the program was to reduce her sentence, then they should have, that's the only incentive. Like, she wouldn't have gone into no program like that without the promise of being let out early. But it looks like she got out early anyway. So, girl, go sit down somewhere. I mean, if you were supposed to be let out August of next year and you got out in December, child, go on, sit down somewhere. No, she sued while she was in custody. She filed a lawsuit back in August. Yeah. But, I mean, the judge will probably throw it out now. I mean, I don't know. But my thing is this. That is the incentive. When inmates do these programs, that's the incentive. There's no other reason why they would do it if there's no if there's no incentive on the other end. You know what I mean? So if they're supposed to as much as however I might personally feel about Jen Shah, if she successfully completed that program, she has every right to expect to go home early. But you home now, girl. Go on somewhere. Let me see here. You home now, child. Hold on. Let me move over so I can see the tree better. Hold on. Let me see. You see, I still ain't finished cleaning off that table, but y'all kept asking about the tree, so I thought I'd bring it down for y'all. But it is leaning a little bit. I'll fix that. I'll fix it. It's leaning. It is leaning a little bit. Hey, Uncle Ray, what's up? She trying to get a check. Yeah, she trying to get some sort of compensation, child. All right. So let's get into these last couple of stories. We ain't have a lot to talk about today, child. We ain't have a lot to talk about. But let's get into these last couple of stories. So let's talk about Kimora Lee and Russell Simmons. So Kimora Lee Simmons, I guess, she's got this new reality show. So I don't know if she said this on a podcast or she said this on a show or whatever. But she's being quoted as saying she shades her baby daddies, that's with an apostrophe S, meaning more than one, while explaining she doesn't deal with them. She said, all those guys are weird. Girl, you picked them. It does have lights, Chuck. You can't see, but the tree has lights. The lights are actually on. You can't see the lights, Chuck. The lights are on. You don't see those lights? Lights are on. Anyway. Girl, you picked them in. You talking about I have little to no contact. Those men are weird. There, you picked them, all three of them. The first one, Russell Simmons, is an accused child. Not child, nothing. Is accused, of sexual assault. That's your first baby daddy. Your second baby daddy, he's an actor. What did he do? What did he do? And then your third baby daddy is in jail right now because, he was stealing money. He was stealing the money. Now, let's be clear. You knew he was weird when he was dating you when you were still in high school, ma'am. Let's start from the beginning and work our way back. Now, let's be clear. You were underage and you were the victim in that situation. However, as an adult, you should look back on that and be like, shit, something was a little off with him when me and him were dating while I was still in high school. So I can understand you looking back on that and being like, damn. But girl, this last one is 100% on you. You chose that felon. 100% you did. Girl, you chose that felon. Hey, Busy. What's up, boo? Well, Russell Simmons has responded. I know y'all don't care, but let me tell y'all what he said. Russell Simmons said, damn, I took my glasses off too soon. Russell Simmons said the following. I gave you $50,000 a month for 20 years. I was your best and only friend. I'm the godfather of your other 3 kids. Until one day you stole my stock. I have been fighting for my kids' love and my bread ever since. You threatened that if I sued you, I would never speak to my kids again. There are 2 sides to every story. Let me say this. Let me say this. We did videos. We went through the lawsuit, y'all, and we did videos on the lawsuit. And based on, and again, it's only one side of the story. There's 2 sides of a story. But when we read Russell Simmons' side of the story, it does sound like it was some shady stuff that went down with this stock. And it does sound like you could possibly be guilty of stealing Russell's stock. Now, some might argue, so what? Because of who we now know Russell Simmons is. In Kimora's defense, Russell groomed her. Yeah, that's what I said. She was a child. So she was definitely a victim in that. Absolutely. Absolutely. But I believe it. I believe that she threatened that man. I believe that she used those kids as pawns because, again, like he said, everything was good with us until this stock situation. And when you read through the lawsuit, and again, I understand it's only one side of the story, but when you read through the lawsuit and you take into account that the same person that he's accusing of stealing his stock is now in jail for fraud and embezzlement, this clearly isn't somebody who handles business on the up and up. And it's reasonable to believe that he stole that man's stock. I'm sorry. It's reasonable to believe that. Now, some people might feel like, so what? Oh, well, he's a predator. Who cares about his money? And those are all valid arguments. If I'm being honest, those are all valid arguments. Those are all valid arguments. So they fighting, child. That's what they got going on. Now, let me tell y'all something. I've been following this Michigan coach story. And remember, we talked about that plan B coming to the office and somebody turning him in with the plan B. Okay, rewind the tape. It was more to it than the plan B. Okay, rewind the tape. So from what my understanding, I done read some articles and did the research. Okay, here's how the shit went down. Is it Sharon? It's Sharon. Sharon was already on the radar, y'all. There had already been an investigation. People had already complained and said that him and that assistant were too close and something was going on between them. And from what they said, they weren't even trying to hide it. They was all over Michigan campus looking like a whole couple. So there was already one investigation done, but they were not able to find any concrete proof. They didn't have a smoking gun. And so because they weren't able to get the smoking gun, they basically just told him, look, y'all need to separate. Y'all, stop spending so much time together and chill out, right? Well, then I think the plan B situation went down. So then the athletic director told him, look, either you need to transfer her to another department. Like she could still work for the football department, but she can't be your assistant anymore. You got to move her to a different place. Separate, or you got to fire her. Now, this is where the man made the mistake. Okay, Sharon, this was your fatal mistake. Sir, you should have just moved her to a different department. Why he fired her? So instead of just moving her down the road a little way, he fired her. Right. That 53% pay raise was definitely a red flag. So he fired her. And guess what she did, y'all? Once he fired her, she took her ass down to the damn AD's office, and she pulled a Heather on them from the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. She took the proof, the screenshot, the text, the emails, and she took undisputable proof to the athletic director and said, oh, you didn't have proof that we were having an affair? Well, here it is. All the proof that you need. You need proof? Here it is. So, of course, once they got the screenshots and the text messages and the emails, that's when they fired that man with just cause. And what just cause means is they don't have to pay him his payout for his contract. They don't have to give him none of that shit. Basically, you are fired, and that is it, and that is all. So what had happened was when Sharon found out that the reason why he got fired is because his ex-girlfriend / assistant went down to the AD's office and took all the proof to get him fired. Baby, that's when he showed up at her house with that knife. That's when he showed up at her house with the knife saying, hey, bitch. Now, I ain't saying he was right, because he was definitely wrong. But I understand now why he showed up at her house with the knife. Now I understand. Now, again, I didn't say I was on his side. I didn't even say that I agree with him. But now I definitely understand why he showed up at the house with the weapon. Miss B. Carter, I don't know what kind of knife it was, but he showed up at the house, and that's when he got arrested. Now he has been released on $50,000 bond. Okay, he has been arrested with $50,000 bond, but baby, you ain't coming back. Listen, you could have walked away. As much as I hate to say it, he could have walked away from this scandal and maybe waited a year or two, and he could have got him another job coaching D1 football somewhere. He would have. He absolutely could have. But this one, no, he took the knife out the drawer. But I'm just saying, that's why he showed up at the house, y'all. That's why he showed up at the house. Because he went to go find out what the. But he really could have survived this, y'all. I mean, it would have been a scandal, but unfortunately, he ain't the first man to cheat on his wife and cause a scandal. He ain't the first man to sleep with somebody on his staff and cause a scandal. He ain't the first to do it. He could have survived this, y'all. Now, his wife might have divorced him. His kids might have hated him. But he could have survived it. And in about 2 to 3 years, he'd have been back coaching D1 football somewhere. Now, would he been making $6 million a year? I don't know. Maybe not. But he damn sure would have been making a good salary. Hell, more than we make. I mean, I'm not going to speak for y'all paychecks. I'm going to speak for mine. More than most of us make. I'm going to just say that. Most of us make. I'm going to say that. But now, not only have you lost this job and you probably lost your family, you might be getting ready to lose your freedom, sir. You might be getting ready to lose your freedom. You're going to be coaching, what was that? What was that movie, Unnecessary Roughness, where they started the football team at the jail? That's what you're going to be coaching next. Now he needs behavioral health intervention. Funny how that's an issue only when caught up. Right. They come up with they come up with all kinds of stuff. The Longest Yard. Yes. Oh, I remember that movie. That movie was good too. The Gridiron Gang. It's been a couple of them. Yeah, the Gridiron Gang. The Longest Yard, I think, is the one I was talking about. That's the one with Burt Reynolds, right? The Longest Yard is Burt Reynolds. And then the Gridiron Gang is the newer one. That was the one with The Rock, I think. Was The Rock in that one? Now you had millions and Snow at home. Child. But my thing is, even again, you knew you were in trouble. They had done an investigation. You knew you were under the microscope. The man gave you an out. The man said, listen, either transfer her somewhere else or fire her. You chose to fire her. Now, I did read an article where they had broken up recently. So maybe that's why he was like, well, I'm going to get her ass out of here because we ain't even together anymore. But, sir, you had to know that she knew where the bodies were buried. Sometimes we put ourselves in a position where even when we want to get rid of somebody, we can't. You could have got rid of her without getting rid of her. Transfer her ass somewhere else where you don't even have to see her on a regular basis. She get to keep her job. You get to keep your job. And then what you do is at the end of the season, quietly you fire her ass. But right now, hell, the season ain't even over yet. I mean, it's almost over. But then wait till transfer her to another department. Wait till the shit die down. And then you can sue. Then you can get rid of her ass and give it about another 8 months. Y'all been dating for like 3 years. Y'all was gonna probably get back together. I say dating like he was single. Y'all been having an affair. I said dating like he was single. Y'all been having an affair. Send her to the pickleball team. I mean, there were a million places. There were a million places he could have sent her. A million places he could have sent her. Right. She broke up with him. Yeah. So then him being vindictive, he fired her. Sometimes you can't do what you want to do because the people got the goods on you. You knew that woman had the goods on you. And my thing is, you have been sleeping with her long enough to know how she moved. You had to know. You had to know. I don't believe that she never threatened. I don't believe that she never showed any signs of being being this person. I don't believe it. I feel like his wife knew the girl and the wife were following each other on social media. Ooh. Well, remember when Nia Long and her ex-fiance got caught up, the woman that he was sleeping with was the woman that was coordinating their move from California to Boston, and she was talking to that woman every day, and they was just keying. She was helping them find a house, helping to coordinate. Remember, that was her job. She was coordinating their move. She on the phone and emailing Nia back and forth like, hey, girl, yeah, I found the perfect place. Okay, here's the moving company that you guys can use. Smiling in that girl's face every day, all day. They smiling in your face all the time. They want to take your place. The backstabbers. Got to be careful about them people that be smiling in your face, honey. Men forever allow their third leg to think for them. Say it again. And then want our sympathy when they get caught. Okay. That's right, Ravine. The backstabbers, honey. Lust will be their downfall. She showed signs and he was pee-whipped. I know she did. I believe, listen, 3 years of them doing this back. I bet you this ain't the first time they done broke up. And I bet you that she has threatened before. She threatened that man before. You ain't gonna tell me she ain't. She didn't just pull that out her back pocket. She been holding that over that man's head. That's another good one too, Auntie Eva. Smiling faces sometimes. They don't tell the truth. Yes, that's another good one. That is another good one, Auntie Eva. I bet this isn't the only pregnancy. Renee got the background. Singing in the background. Wait, can the Brene situation hit here? Did y'all see her on the Tamron Hall show, child? Listen. Y'all, it's okay to shut up. It's okay to shut what we like to call the fuck up. It's okay. It is okay to say, I don't have anything to add to this. Why y'all take y'all ass down to the Tamron Hall show? To say what? I was your lover and your secretary. Yeah, the plan B does not mean she's pregnant. Matter of fact, plan B is just that. You don't even know whether you're pregnant or not. You just know that something, the condom might have broke or something along those lines. Yeah, plan B does not mean she's pregnant. I agree. Y'all keep asking me to talk about the DC squatter. I don't know what you want me to talk about the DC squatter. I'm not being funny. I don't know what y'all want me to say. I really haven't been following the story to talk about it, to be honest. So I don't really have a lot to talk about. I mean, this lady was squatting at a time at an Airbnb here in DC, and she got kicked out. I mean, she hasn't. Again, I haven't followed the story, so I don't know all the details. But from my understanding, she wasn't paying the rent. She was trying to. She was She was, she was. Sounds like she was a career at this because she's done this a few times. That's what, from my understanding, she's done it a few times. But she got kicked out. I mean, the judge put her out. So. Yeah, I really haven't been following it. Sorry. I don't have, so that's why I don't have I think you asked me about that before. I just don't have a lot to add. I just had, and I did look at a video. I looked at a video maybe yesterday on it, but it's just, I know she did a video crying and basically making it seem like there's more than one side to the story, and people don't know what's really. Child, you was in that lady house and wasn't paying the rent. First of all, it was an Airbnb, so you was only supposed to be there for 30 days. You've been there for damn near a year. Squatters' rights absolutely need to be reviewed. And the sad thing is, the people know that these people know the law and they know how to get in these houses, and you can't get them out. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. Somebody said something a second ago. Let me see here. Who is Tylil? Somebody said, Xavier said, have you been following the Tylil situation? I don't know who that is, so no. I don't know who is Tylil. Tell me who it is, Xavier, because I don't even know who that is. Yeah, she was trying to say she was a tenant, but you were never a tenant. She even tried to get like the electric bill put in her name. He's a streamer. Oh yeah, I don't know what. I don't know the story, so no, I haven't been following it. I'm gonna have to. I'll Google it, look it up. Yeah, it is crazy, and in some states, it's worse than others as far as the squatters' rights are concerned. It's ridiculous. A friend of mine in their neighborhood, and they lived in a really nice neighborhood, and there was a house that was empty. It was up for foreclosure, and it was empty. And the people had, moved out. And then some people have moved in, and they had turned on the cable and everything. I was like, how do you get a cable bill in your name in a house that don't belong to you? And I had to remember, like, when I set up my cable, what proof did I have to show? Like, I didn't have to show a lease. I didn't have to show, my mortgage. I didn't have to show anything. I just called them and gave them the address and told them I needed to turn on the cable. And if there was already an account here, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Yeah, it was like I said, I didn't really follow it. I sort of found out about it at the end when she was actually getting evicted. Because listen, DC got a lot of squatters. It's unfortunate, but they really do need to review these rules and these laws. And I know some places like Airbnbs now, and some Airbnbs, they won't allow you to send packages, because that's one of the things. If you've had mail come to an address, that's one of the things that you can say, oh, well, I've had mail delivered here. So I know I went to an Airbnb one time and I was trying to get something delivered because I think I was going for my cousin's baby shower, and I was trying to order the gift, and I ordered it too late. And that was actually in the Airbnb agreement that you weren't supposed to have mail, any packages or anything delivered. In Michigan, it's 30 days, and if the person makes any payment, you have to evict them, right? I wanted the squatter would still be selling candles at Eastern Market. Child, she was still online advertising. Still online advertising her stuff, child. Hold on a second, y'all. The cancer in me didn't feel bad for the lady, but the other cancer in me felt bad for the lady when her stuff was outside. I ain't feel no kind of way. This cancer didn't give a damn. Matter of fact, I'd have been helping. Yeah, like I said, I'm sure there was a lot of twists and turns to that because I ain't understand when she was selling them candles at Easter Market. I ain't understand why she ain't just locked that lady out. But again, I'm sure that there were a lot of twists and turns because, like I said, I have friends who own property in DC, and they actually 2 of them ended up selling their property. They were like, it's just not worth it. DC's got some really pro tenant laws, very pro tenant laws, and it's hard. Especially Section 8. My gosh. And it's sad because Section 8 is a great program, but there's so many people that just take advantage. They just take advantage. I thought about doing Airbnb too. My cousin actually has an Airbnb. She's one of the ones, she sold a lot of her property, but she actually has 2 Airbnbs in DC. She went from rental to just making them Airbnbs. And the one Airbnb she has is like on Capitol Hill. It's like in walking distance of like Union Station and that kind of thing. And it's hardly ever empty. Like I think she rented it for almost a year straight before it was ever empty for like more than maybe a 2-day turnaround. And she said that she just pays attention to what's going on in DC, and she can, because you can raise the rent, raise the rate and lower the rate. There's a policy on, how much you can raise it and how much time, and all of that. But she just checks what's happening in DC this weekend. Oh, there's going to be a marathon. Oh, okay. Well, let me raise the rate a few dollars. Oh, wait a minute. It's the Congressional Black Caucus. Oh, let me raise the rate a little bit, because it's right there in the thick of Capitol Hill. Yep, squatters' rights is a whole mess. Look, y'all, it's 300 of y'all in here. I hope we have over 200 likes. I'm getting ready to drop these links. Again, I'm going to drop the link for the Christmas baskets. I think I said I was going to cut off the Christmas basket on Wednesday. I may cut it off tomorrow. It just depends on what the donations look like. And thank you guys for the people who have been donating. I just want to make sure that there's enough for the people who are submitting the names. So I'm going to drop the link. This is for people, if you know somebody that needs that Christmas dinner, that little extra, fill out that form, please. They'll be added to the list. Again, if you want to donate, you can always donate to my Cash App. If you want to send it to Zelle or PayPal, you can use this email address. This is my this is the email address that's connected to my Zelle and my PayPal. We hit 200 good. We got 200 likes. Great. We will be back at 9:15ish on the review channel. We'll be back on the review channel for Real Housewives of Potomac tonight. So I will see you guys there. How much should we send? Well, the basket, send what you want, Cajun, but the baskets average between $25 and $35. But baby, send what you want. I appreciate whatever y'all send. Again, whatever, I'll make up the difference if I have to, but that's why I may end the list tomorrow. But we'll see where we are. We're at like 20 now, so I may cap it at 25 or 30. I'll see where we are at the end of tonight, and then we'll take it from there. With that being said, we're going to get ready to get out of here so I can go. Yeah, Cash App. Yeah, you can Cash App me at you have my Cash App at ReallyBthePodcast. It's scrolling on the screen, but I'll add it here. Really be the podcast. Yeah. So I'm gonna go eat me some dinner, and then I'll be back at about 9:15ish. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.